Today, we're going to do pelvic floor breathing. All you need is yourself. You could be sitting on the floor or you could be sitting on a chair. Wherever you are, you'll want to sit up nice and straight, relax the shoulders. And so, this breath is designed to help us to learn to breathe, if we aren't already, with the natural rhythm of our core and of our respiratory system in relationship to the pelvic floor. So this is useful for women and men, wonderful for pre and postnatal, helps to support any sort of pelvic floor irregularities. If there's any sort of pain or discomfort, this is a very gentle practice. It follows the natural workings of our own body. So there's no need to force or squeeze too tight. Just see what happens. And if it doesn't come to you naturally, that's okay. Give it time and practice. So we'll just start, we'll close the eyes. Start to notice your breath. Start to notice the pelvic floor muscles, the seat. And if you can, no worries if not, notice the relationship between the breath and the pelvic floor. And you may also begin to notice the relationship between the breath and the belly. You can take your hand at the belly, and as you breathe in, can you notice if the air expands, the belly expands into the hand? And as you breathe out, draw it back and in. So this can be a little bit more of an active breath now. As you breathe in, the belly expands into the hand. As you breathe out, the belly draws back and in. As you breathe in, the belly expands. As you breathe out, it draws back and in. And so the pelvic floor too wants to follow this rhythm. So as you breathe in, the pelvic floor relaxes down. As you breathe out, it contracts. Just like the belly, as you breathe in, the diaphragm pushes down, the belly expands. As you breathe out, the diaphragm extends up and the belly contracts, right? So let that go for a moment. We'll be a little bit more specific about it, focusing it now at the pelvic floor. I personally like to do a hand gesture that helps my body facilitate the breath, but it's up to you. So I'll show you what that is. The hand just goes at the lower abdomen, so you can imagine this is your pelvic floor. As you breathe in, the palm presses downwards, so too does the pelvic floor. It gently expands, so there's a relaxation effect. As you breathe out, the pelvic floor contracts slightly. You can think of it as like a spiraling up and in. It contracts. Not too forceful, not like a Kegel, just an engagement up and in into the belly. As you breathe in, the pelvic floor relaxes. As you breathe out, pull it up and in. As you breathe in, gently guide it towards the floor, relaxation effect. The belly expands and relaxes. As you breathe out, there's a contraction of spiraling up and in, an engagement from the pelvic floor all the way up into the navel. As you breathe in, there's a pressing down. As you breathe out, there's a spiraling up and in. So I'll be quiet. We'll do about 3 more together. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And release and relax. So you can continue to practice this at any point throughout the day. If this resonated, let me know. Leave a comment. If it didn't work out for you, if you didn't quite sense it, or maybe your breath felt like it was reversed, also let me know. If that's the case, no worries. This is something the body wants to practice with time. And if it is a struggle for you and you have pelvic floor pain, the good news is you have something to work with. Okay, so the key things to remember are as we inhale, we want to relax the pelvic floor. And as we exhale, there's a mild contraction. And as we practice this actively here, eventually it may become a natural part of your breathing rhythm. So thanks for joining. Be well. Namaste.